Hi everyone, and a warm welcome to Yoga with Nina. Thanks so much for being here. Let me take you onto this journey to self-care and flow with ease. Let us start in a comfy seat, so just take a moment to adjust, to adapt, maybe taking a little blanket underneath your hips. And from there, close your eyes for a couple of breaths. And observe how the breath floats in through the spine. And observe how you exhale back out through the nose or out through your mouth. And already here, a moment of awareness around how you feel right now in this moment. Feel maybe your whole spine aligning in toward your seat. Or also feel how with every exhale you take that you get to soften somewhere within your body. As you inhale, let your spine elongate a gentle bit more, throat long, the back of the neck long, all the way down and toward your hip. And as you exhale, feel that grounded quality of your breath out, all the way the shoulders that drop, the weight that drops a bit in toward gravity. And with your next inhale, start to circle your upper body all the way down and toward your hips a bit more. And again, you can keep your eyes closed for that. You can also open the eyes and just start to move a bit as you're comfortable in your seat. Maybe using the arms as well to pedal yourself a bit to the side. If you feel a sweet spot somewhere in the side, just feel free to stay. And ease into the spine, but also a bit into the hip space, into the shoulders as you start to circle. There is no limitation to what is good for you. So find out the sweet spots along the breath. Switch the direction of movement. And just ease a bit in toward the body. Sometimes we're just all up in our minds and we don't even recognize that, but as soon as we start to connect to our practice and deepen our practice, taking some ease into it, that thinking mind, all the way in toward the movement of the body with the breath. Take that circle a bit smaller. And then find a moment to drop one hand or fingertip out toward the side. Let's say the right hand sideways, the left arm all the way over top, and elongate in toward the left side of the body. First, stretch, bend the elbow. Again, bit of what is good for you, your kind of side opening here with ease, nothing forced, but just breathing. Also move into your hand, into your wrist. And then all the way, start to pull yourself opposite side, left hand grounds, right arm reaches up. Always with that cultivation of a hidden inner smile that we just need to remember always, over and again and again. So taking a little bit of movement in toward the shoulder blade, in toward your elbow, and even in toward your wrists. From there, move back into it to center and find your way in toward child's pose. You can widen your knees quite a lot so your upper body can drop between your legs, and you just drop the head. And 4 deep breaths, inhaling all the way in and along the spine. Maybe walk your hands a bit further forward. Take a deep exhale out and relax your head down toward the mat. Again, inhale everything in. Breathe into the sides, into the ribs. And a deep exhale all the way out. Surrender, ground. Feel a bit inside. Inhale again, raise the chest. Expand the breath into all corners of your body. Exhale, drop a bit heavier toward the earth. Soft sound of Ujjayi, starting to inhale one more time. And with your exhale, connect the palms nice and grounded in toward the earth. Lift your hips all the way up. Take the knees a bit closer together and dive your heart down right away into a little cobra of your choice. So align your hands, inhale, lift the chest, exhale all the way down. Remember, the first couple of movements are always nice and gentle to observe. Physical body, subtle body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, melt the heart down. Relax the buttocks, the legs. Inhale one more time, little cobra pose. Exhale all the way forward. Take your hands a bit wider next. Inhale, lengthen the chest, maybe on your fingertips as well. Exhale, allow for the heart to melt down. Let the head be the last to lift, stretching toward the back of your neck. And let the head be the last to come all the way down. Good. Adding on one more nice curl. Just feeling into the heart space, in toward the back of the heart, in toward the neck. All the way back down, in toward the earth. As you inhale, extend a bit your left arm so you lean over toward the right side, kind of stretching the left side of your body. Inhale back into center and a bit over toward the left side, stretching the right side of your body. So here, important, just making it yours, your own. Maybe it looks different than what I'm doing right now, so you just figure out what helps you to feel a bit of opening in toward the sides. Find your way back in center. Tuck your toes under, awareness around your feet, hands underneath the shoulders. Scoop back, all the way back onto your tucked under toes, in toward your downward facing dog. And simply grounding through the legs. Any movements, I invite you to close the eyes one more time to honor a bit of what your body, your mind, your spirit is offering you right now in your practice. And even if you feel super distracted or dispersed, just bring yourself back on toward that nice rhythm of breath. All again, easing toward the center. Start to walk your feet a bit and on spot. So one heel is going to lift, the opposite leg is going to straighten. With your inhale, you switch, and with your exhale, you ground. Head heavy, shoulders gently relax. 2 more per side. Grounding through the back of the heel. Inhale, switch. Exhale, opposite heel. Good. Feel free to add on a couple more if you feel like that's just beneficial to your practice right now. Otherwise, we all need top of our mats, just in your pace, in your time. Feet not too close, not too wide. Allow for your knees to bend, especially if it's your first forward fold. Move your head, neck a bit from right to left side. Even here, the back of the neck is just long, the head heavy. You can slide the weight a bit from heels and toward your toes. Back into your heels. We all have a natural tendency in the body. So just observe yourself as you deepen the breath and deepen the understanding of your own self. As you inhale, you start to sweep the heart open. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, wrap yourself around. And again, without attachments, all the way inhaling, move a bit legs, low back. All the way exhaling. Seeing the body of something that reflects a bit the inner life as well. So trying to give it space at first to just surrender in toward the state all the way that you want to cultivate. Raise the heart long, bend the knees even a bit more, coming away from what you think it should look like. All the way, dive your head down. 2 more in breath, flat back. Deep exhalation out. Relax your head down toward the earth. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, sweep the arms sideways, elongate and lift yourself up into standing. Hands all the way ground into your midline. Feeling again a bit of weight in your heels as well as in your toes. Deep breath in. Little hidden inner smile. Open up the arms. Exhale, sweep the arms back down. Curl your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, heart shines open. Exhale, forward fold. Deep breath out your nose or mouth. Inhale, sweep the arms sideways in your own rhythm of breath. Exhale, ground everything into your midline. Take a full breath in. Full exhale out. All the way calibrating into your center. Inhale, lift. Stretch yourself a bit longer, maybe lifting your heels for that. Exhale all the way, forward fold. Relax your head, soften the upper palate, the mouth. In breath, 1 last. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise the arms sideways. Deep breath in, exhale, settle everything into your midline, soften shoulders, face. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Bit from side to side, again, elongating the sides of your ribs. Exhale, deep dive, forward fold. Relax the head, neck. Take a big breath in now and step back your right leg all the way to a nice little lunge. And just drop the knees. So we're going to ease into some sun salutations in a bit. Just make sure you warm up a bit of your hip space, easing a bit in toward the right hip flexor, also relaxing the back foot. If you have your blocks, you could use the blocks underneath the hands, but make sure you move the hip a bit down, a bit back. 1 more time, all the way in towards some nice releasing movements, even a bit toward the side. So exploring what is good for your right hip flexor today. And at one point, you can start to straighten your front leg a little bit, the toes tucked toward you, ground your head down. Then move the toes of your left foot a bit to the right, a bit to the left side. So what you now might feel is your calf or the back of your knee or all the way hamstring. Move all the way forward, take a big breath in, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, hold for a moment. And as you exhale again, straighten the leg, maybe with your toes flexed, otherwise just in your way. Relax the head, close the eyes 1 more time. Feel into your strong legs. And then big step forward, bend the front knee, right foot steps outside of your right hand. Drop the hips down before we continue. Little asymmetric Malasana. Well, it feels asymmetric because we only did 1 leg. Easing in, straighten the leg, ground through the feet. Even if your heels are not touching the earth, fully fine. Just grounding down with your awareness. And then all the way hands come down, straighten the legs, relax your body. Soften the eyes. Take a big breath in all the way and take a full step back with your left foot. Drop on toward your left knee and same sensation or observing movements in toward the hip space, low back. Even again, a bit dropping sideways. Feel the stretch in your low tummy, in the hip space, sideways all the way. Just a nice exploration. Softening the shoulders as well. And maybe relaxing the back foot. With your exhale, pull your front leg straight. Ground your head all the way down or toward the earth. Tuck your or flex your right toes and move your toes a bit from right to left side. Easing into the whole back complex of your right leg. Good. And if something feels extremely tight, or maybe you have an old injury somewhere in the body that you sometimes feel, so just give it an extra moment of care and loving awareness, noticing that those spots exist within us. Move all the way forward onto your right foot, tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, pull everything in, and as you exhale, all the way straightening the front leg. Bend the knee a gentle bit in your front leg if you think it's too much tension. Okay, settle the right foot back down, hop the left foot forward. One more time, Malasana or Yogi squat. Sit all the way in, raise the chest long, reach the heart forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Move the feet a bit more in, ground your head toward your shin bones. Inhale, widen the arms sideways, lengthen through the body, adjust. Exhale, hands into the center. Couple of rounds of sun salutations. Inhale deeply, breathe everything in, the prana. Exhale all the way, ground into the feet, the roots relax. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, step, or hop back, plank pose. For the first round, just come down onto the knees, drop the heart between your hands, and inhale yourself into a cobra as you did nicely in the beginning. Any tension around your neck, allow yourself to ease in. And when your next exhale comes all the way back into a downward facing dog. Good, stretch the body through, ground through the hands, the feet. Maybe any expression of your way of finding release and care. That's super individual always, right? Every day a bit different as well. Walk your feet forward, top of your mat. Allow yourself for props if you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Deep exhale out. Allow for softness and surrender. In breath, arms sideways. Stretch yourself through from toes into fingertips. Exhale, ground into the heart center. Inhale, lift. Maybe gentle back bend. Exhale all the way forward, fold, curl yourself round, empty the lungs. As you inhale, extend the chest. Exhale, step, or hop back, plank pose. Pull the pubic bone toward your navel, lower down halfway or all the way again. Always coming down onto the knees if you need to. Draw the heart line open. Give yourself again a moment to ease into heart opening. Exhale, push yourself back all the way. Find the long, nice side body. Relax your head, flutter the lips. Completely soften the jaw. One more in-breath. And on your exhale, or the end of your exhale, walk, lightly hop forward. Big breath in, open up. Full breath out, release. Inhale, arms sweep sideways or center. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale. Exhale everything out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, or hop back. Make sure you have a good distance so the shoulders rest on top of the wrists and so you're not too high in your hips. Sink down onto knees, or again, straight plank into upward facing dog, or all the way into your cobra. Play with the lifts through the legs from time to time and just expand into different dimensions. Exhale yourself, downward facing dog. Deep, long breath out. Good. Walk the feet a bit closer together and start to raise the right leg all the way up. The toes can point down first, and then swing the right toes a bit out toward the right side. Bend the heel toward your buttock. And if some of you like, really optional, come onto your right fingertips and allow for the whole right side to grow even longer, more spacious. Good. And you can play with your left
leg as well, maybe lifting onto the toes. Shift the weight, kick the right toe all the way open. Exhale, right foot comes down, right hand comes down. Switch the legs. Remember that you're fully free in your practice. The guidance that I'm giving is just here as an inspiration. You can take it further, you can take away, you can melt down at your knees anytime. So as you lift now, maybe left fingertips active, reach the breath deep down into your whole left side body, shoulders soft. Maybe bend that standing leg once or twice and fully kick into the space where you need prana, life force, or simply a bit more boost or care. Exhale, left hand down, left foot down. Wrap yourself forward, knees down or chin, chest toward the ground. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back down dog. Full breath out, release the head down. Walk your feet top of your mat one more time. Bend the knees quite deeply. Let your hands interlace behind your back and bow your head all the way down. 2 breaths, all the way easing in. Always feel free to move a bit, shoulders, bending the knees. Good, and then swing the arms all the way up. Deep, long inhale. Good, exhale all the way back down, straight ahead. Full release, soften the lips. Take a big step back with your right foot. And drop the right foot sideways. In breath, all the way open up the arms. If you feel this is rather uncomfortable for your back knee, you can always turn your back heel in. Good, just softness again around your shoulders. Inhale again. Feel how the left hip can pull back a bit. Belly active. Exhale all the way, hands come down. Step the left foot back next to the right. Remember, knees or straight plank. In breath, upward facing dog or cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Take a full inhale, step, hop, or walk top of your mat. 2 or 3 breaths, connect the hands the opposite way as you did before. So opposite finger on top. Release the whole weight of your head into the ground. Strong legs all the way. Open up the arms sideways or over center. Big breath in. Exhale, hands in toward the center. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, back down. Take a big step back now with your left leg. All the way. Drop the left foot sideways. Otherwise, you can always keep the back heel high. Sweep the arms overhead. Find a nice long side of the body. If you feel it's uncomfortable, the back knee or pulling, you really walk your back foot a bit closer in so you inwardly rotate your back of the leg. Extend the arms without tightness. Sit a bit into your front leg. Back leg active. Exhale, both hands come down. Step the right foot next to the left. Hold and hover. Take a deep breath in. Lower down one more time. In breath, up dog or cobra. Opening up the heart space. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Release the head. Let the heart melt through. Bend the knees quite deeply. As if you want to open up the shoulders, the arms a gentle bit more. As you breathe out, sink down onto the knees. Take a deep inhale, little cat and cow, just to neutralize. Drop all the way, head toward the earth. As you breathe in, neutral spine, the right toes tuck sideways, the left leg extends. Inhale, sweep the left arm overhead. Long spine, ground through the right arm. Lift the left leg and kick the back foot into your hand. You can also grab the foot from down low. Activate the right hand, the right knee, and kick the left leg as much as you can into your left, or the left foot into your left hand. Lift the knee quite a lot, maybe looking all the way up. Allow again for the whole body
to feel a bit of vitality. And then release the foot. Inhale, everything strong. Exhale, melt down, hand and knee. Find your center. And a little bit of neutralizing. Exhale, soften the head, the hands, the arms. And then switch the sides. Left toe sideways, right leg extends. Take a moment here, right arm reaching all the way up. And at one point, already lifting the right leg up. Try to lift the leg as high as you can. Bend that leg, catch hold of your foot, and press the foot into hand. Maybe you look sideways. Maybe you allow yourself to take a moment to look all the way up. Reach your breath in toward the tightness, in toward the stagnation, and move energy all the way along. Release the back foot, kick the foot all the way away from you. Bring yourself back into center, back into downward facing dog. Full inhale all the way. Full exhale, raise the right leg up high, open up the right knee sideways, and take that big step between your hand, 1 or 2 steps. All the way back knee, staying high, the hands can root your hips down. Find a bit of softness around the upper body, but steadiness, stiram around your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Full breath in, the right hand catches hold of your left arm. And you find a bit of tilting of your pelvis. So moving pubic bone to navel, the posterior tilt, and a bit of escaping into a little back bend, only as far as it's okay for you. Reach left hand sideways. Breathe nicely into the left side of the ribs. Good. And as you exhale all the way, taking both hands down onto the mat. Good. Left foot steps sideways and a bit in. And with that whole left side long now, options, right arm inside of your right leg or hand down if you can reach the earth, or even on a block. Let your left arm lift up and kick the whole left side again, all the way into a nice long line of energy. The front knee bends quite a lot, so strong breath for your front leg. The back foot nicely grounds down. You kick the pubic bone forward, and you lean the top of the heart back. Expand and extend. One more inhale. Nice and gentle around the breathing. And as you breathe out, take the left hand down. Take both hands inside, back heel lifts. Move the right foot out toward the side. Drop the back knee down onto the mat. So feel free to stay here or to reach your right hand back again, all the way, opening up the right side of your chest. Maybe if some of you like bending the back left knee all the way to catch hold of your foot. If you cannot reach a foot, don't attach. Try to pull your heel in, see what happens to your pelvis, and over time and practice and dedication, you're going to create a bit more spaciousness around yourself. Good, add on 1 or 2 more breaths, nice and soft around the breath, kicking the foot back as you did before in your side opening. As you breathe out, swing the right hand forward, drop the back foot down, lift the back knee high, deep long inhale, both hands ground, full long exhale, right foot steps back. Chaturanga Dandasana, swing yourself forward, plank pose, nice and slow, knees or straight plank, in breath, up dog or cobra, and back into your down dog. Take a full inhale all the way. Full exhale around your mouth. Good, 2 more breaths. Try to release every kind of remaining tension or stagnation. Exhale everything out and check in with yourself. Feel the underbelly. Feel the balance of steadiness and softness. As you spread the hands with awareness, raise your left leg up high. Bend your left knee sideways.
kick open the heel toward your buttock. Expand, and as you exhale, step that left foot between your hands. Back heel stays high, back knee stays high, and lift your hands on toward your hips. Again, sometimes the hands as a reference help you to see where are you at in space. Good. Raise the arms all the way long. Left hand catches hold of the right wrist. Feel the stability, and again, little back bend opening up. And again, little tuck. Moving in toward the hip space. Pull the right hand a bit over toward the left side without too much of tension. Just to ease again into the right side. Good, maybe leaning back one more time, hugging hips in all the way toward the side. Good, and then back in center, let both hands come down. And this time, let the right foot come sideways. Front knee bends. You can lift yourself up. Make sure you bend your front knee quite deeply. Left arm can come inside, or again, hand down. Bending front knee, kick the right leg super straight. Move the hip a bit in while your left knee moves a bit out. Expand through the right side, sit down deep, and draw the right arm all the way overhead. You're perfectly right if you feel somewhere along. It could be the legs, it could be the right whole side of the body. Whenever you feel a nice stretch, enough to strengthen that connection into your breath. Add on one or two more, expand the arm as if you want to reach for the top of your mat and beyond. As you breathe out, look down toward the earth. Right hand down. Back heel, back knee turns in. Lower into the right knee. Feel free again to just stay here and ease into the hip. If you want to come onto your right hand, maybe walk your left foot a bit sideways. Bend your back knee. Reach the left hand back. And again, without attachment, maybe you reach it. Otherwise, just release and hug the heel in toward the buttock. Good. All the way, lean back. So it's both. It's a whole right side front opening. And also a bit of a back bend in your torso, your thoracic, that turns open toward the left. Good. Try to enjoy one or two more breaths. The foot kicks back and pulls back in. And as you exhale, release the back foot. Swing the left hand inside. Taking your back knee high, feel for a moment. And then take a big step back with your left foot next to your right. Last, chaturanga. You can roll forward as nicely as you can, vertebra by vertebra. Really feel your underbelly, your under back. Melting spine toward the ground, knees down or straight plank, all the way toward another heart opening, cobra or up dog. Fully in toward your little child's pose, knees wide or feet or knees together. Allow for a couple of movements here, just through the breath. The hands can rest underneath your forehead or all the way sideways. Just thank yourself for a moment. Feel a bit the shifts along the breath, along the spine. Maybe just observe how your breath can float in and out with more ease. And how your thinking mind can let go of any kind of judgments. Add on one more nice deep breath in toward the low back. And from there all the way, exhale, sit yourself up. And find your way to switch on toward the back. Good. And just come down on toward the back, rolling down or in your way. You're gonna find happy baby pose. So
reach the arms inside, grab hold of the outer edges of the feet, and bring your heel as much as possible over your knees. And allow for the shoulders to drop heavy. Feel the whole length of the spine on the earth. And you can move a bit from side to side, like whipping a bit right and left side. Eyes closed, or simply the breath nicely rooted down and along the spine. Good. And as you find your center, just extend through the left leg, kick through the left heel, and extend through the right leg, extending through the right heel. So a bit of an extension through the back of the legs. Always nice and aligned with the breath. Good. When you feel like, take your both feet toward your pelvis. Good. Lift your heart up toward your legs and just find this little weird hugging in sensation here, looking toward your feet. Good. And from that, release the feet all the way down and underneath your knees. Make sure you're able to touch your heels. It's about the distance that you want to take for your bridge pose. Ground down into your feet super strongly, outer edge, inner edge, heel. Then raise the hip up as well as your arms and kick up the whole pelvis. And again, maybe you float a bit in toward the sides, always taking good care of your back, which is like your backbone through life. So make sure you're comfy around your low back, your sacrum. And as you exhale, allow for your arms to float next to the body. The palms can ground down to allow for a bit more of heart opening, or the hands come together behind your back. Ground down through the feet as much as you can. Kick your hips open. Feel the length of your neck. Just try to hug everything in toward your center, in toward your core of your being, and expand the heart out into space. Deep, long inhale all the way. Feel a bit the different actions, the grounding through the feet, the hugging heart up into space. And as you release, the arms float out sideways, and you soften down vertebra by vertebra all the way on toward the earth. Good. And a bit of your choice here. You can start to simply move dynamically up and down a couple of rounds with your eyes closed or open. So that would be just this kind of movement, especially if you want to bring some awareness around your low back and spine. And if you feel pretty warm, you could take another option, which would be the wheel pose. So make sure your back is okay for that step. Then the hands can ground next to your ears. You ground down in toward your feet, and you lift your body all the way up. And you can come onto your heels, or you can ground your feet down. And again, remember, first a bit soft, ease and drop the head to neck. And play a bit with the feet. Good. So as you come down, tuck your chin in, come all the way down, find a moment of softness. If you're working more dynamically, you can just float up and down. Always taking a moment of rest in between. And let us just add on one more of those heart-freeing postures. So the back bends, so the bridge as well as the full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana, are said to be very opening through our heart center. It's also the part that is most exposed. So inhale one more time, little bridge curl, or if you like, add on one more wheel. Ground the hand, kick into the heel, and allow for your whole spine to open up. Make sure you check the feet, the position, And make sure you keep on radiating breath all the way along the back, the front. Deep lung inhale. I'm gonna stop talking. Must sound weird from here on. Just enjoying, right? Sometimes. Good. Whenever you're ready, come all the way down. Hands on toward the belly, feet a bit wider, let your knees come in. 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the pulsating vibrations along the spine. Back connected with yourself. Inhale again, rise the chest, rise the belly. Exhale, let everything drop. Just enjoying that natural reconnection with your heart center. On a physical level, but really also feeling the sensation after your back bends. Good, and to reconnect back into your front of the body. So just after a nice back bend, you can gently squeeze the knees in. Not too much of rounding, but rather the knees a bit wide or almost like a happy baby back, where you just kick the feet sideways and then start to hug the right knee over the left leg. You can hook once or hook twice. Left arm over the right. I'm not going to squeeze too much because of the mic, but you know what to do. Squeeze it in as you exhale. Inhale, move a bit away from it. And again, squeeze as you exhale deep down in your underbelly, underneath your navel. You pull everything in. The inhale draws you long again. The exhale wraps everything in towards center. After your third time, allow for your back to rest, your arms to widen, your feet to spread wide. Kick the heel out and move a bit into your legs. And from there, all the way, left leg on top of right, hooking once or twice. Don't worry if you can't bind or whatever, just make sure you're comfortable. Around the belly and the back, pull everything in as you exhale. Inhale a bit away. And again, super deep, nice exhale. Inhale. Last one, squeeze that active zone of exhale actively underneath your belly. With your inhale, lay down, arms wide open. Kick the legs super wide. Make sure you have your hands palm facing down next to the body. If you don't have space, the hands onto your shoulders. And bring the knees in. Knees on top of your hips. Let your knees drop from right to left side. 2 or 3 per side. The inhale lowers the knees. The exhale pulls everything back into center. Hold for a moment. And then again, inhale sideways. Remember, it's not how far can you go, but really, can you still draw it in out of the strength of your belly, side of the ribs. Maybe close your eyes. And again, ease more into the sensation. Drop the knees toward the right. Pull the knees back in. Steady. Switch. Inhale. Drop and extend the whole side. Pull everything back into center as you exhale. Good. Let's just add on one more. Inhale, center. Movement aligns to the breath. Exhale, pull in, ground, stabilize. Inhale, drop the knees sideways. And exhale, pull everything in towards center. Good. Hug yourself round. Allow for a bit of movement in your back or any movement that feels good to you today, right now. Good, and from now on, you can just close your eyes and surrender into the release. Extend the left leg long, keep the right knee hugging in toward the chest. And just squeeze the right knee in the heart space, all the way in toward the chest. Maybe move one more time your right ankle And then relax your shoulders. Add on 2 or 3 nice breaths along the right side. And then you switch sides, grab hold of your left knee, extend the right leg long. Feel the left side in full compression, the right leg expanding out. And from there, all the way, both knees in toward the chest one more time. Make sure you hug yourself in. And from there, you can either find a bit of leg extending into a Shavasana right away, or if you feel like any other asana that you'd like to catch up on, go for it. But we have enough time to just rest and surrender in the end. Hands on the belly, on the heart, tune in, drop the feet, the legs sideways. Just taking care toward the self, also by honoring what feels good to you right now. So again, something that really only you know, only you can listen within yourself. And from your toes all the way up your legs, start to relax the legs on toward the earth. And whichever situation you might be in right now, just drop and offer yourself into its space. And allowing your heart to radiate out that care or self-care that you take for yourself today. Emanating a bit of that light and release that you are practicing. Then re-inhaling whatever is offering you the space around, just drawing it in, grounding it down into the hips, into the belly. And exhaling it back out. Soften wherever you can soften a bit more. Maybe around your hips, around your low belly. Just drop in the navel. And if your hands are on the belly, you feel a bit how the navel rises as you breathe in. And how the belly floats back toward the spine as you exhale out. And over practicing again. And I don't only mean the practice on your mat, but also deepening the understanding of yourself whenever you're with yourself. Like when you're walking, when you're talking to other people, or when you're simply observing yourself in space. Just thanking yourself to get to know yourself better. Add on a couple of breaths where you smoothen out the upper body, the shoulders, even the arms. Where you relax the head heavy. Feel the back of your neck, the natural curvature of your spine. With every exhale, you release a bit something that is heavy on your shoulders that you can just let go right now. In your own time, starting to breathe everything in, maybe expanding the arms overhead, taking a bit of side stretch, or simply moving the awareness into your toes, taking your time to stretch back into the body. And hugging one knee after the other in toward your center. And by turning onto one side, so just leaning over to one side, you start to come all the way up in toward your seat. You can keep your eyes closed. Just again, find your center of the spine, relax the shoulders, and plant your palms together just as a moment of thankfulness and gratitude toward your practice of self-care. Namaste.